Los Angeles is dealing with a spike in brazen and sometimes deadly robberies. From high-end stores in Hollywood to mansions there, thieves have been stealing hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of jewelry, electronics, and much more. LA police say robberies are up about 17% this year compared to the same time last year. Just yesterday, cops in LA released this surveillance video. Two guys in masks robbing two men at gunpoint as they waited for the elevator there in downtown Los Angeles. They say the suspects stole jewelry, a phone, and the victim's car. Police later found that car with the phone inside, but they're still searching for the two suspects.
It's spraying, you know, I got a full key. Is that a step? Yeah.
A student at USC arrested and charged with murder. The 19-year-old accused of stabbing a homeless man that had allegedly been breaking into cars.
A lot of people out here can't believe this happened. The stabbing took place between these two buildings. You might be able to see the surveillance camera. Police now reviewing the footage. Now some are wondering if this was justified. Students living on West 28th Street stunned by a deadly stabbing behind the Delta Tau Delta fraternity house. According to police, 3 USC students Monday night confronted a homeless man breaking into cars. There was an argument. Then one of the students stabbed the homeless man to death.
Just so sad. It is sad.
Police arresting Ivan Gallegos, a 19-year-old USC student, charging him with the homeless man's murder.
Deadly force is reserved for only the most extraordinary circumstances.
My roommate's car got broken into recently, so I don't know if it's the same person breaking into cars, but that is an insane outcome.
Neighbors recently noticing a rise in car break-ins nearby.
The fact that he was charged with murder means that they don't think that he was under threat of great bodily injury or death.
Lego, wavy, new week, back to work, not going to do too much talking. All right, I appreciate everybody that shows up to my videos, that shows support to the channel, whether that's subscribing, liking, commenting, sharing, all that good stuff. Here, I had this story last week. I heard about it, but I wanted to take some time for a little bit more of the facts to come out. And I believe a few days ago, some judgment was given in this scenario. All right, here we have Ivan Gallegos. He's going to be this guy right here. All right, and then he's going to be a 19-year-old USC student. All right, and then right here we have 28-year-old Xavier Surf. All right, now I guess Xavier Surf was going around breaking into cars around where Mr. Gallegos lives. So he goes outside. It's in LA, mind you. All right, this is happening at USC. And if you know about the reputation that LA has, I mean, even in LA, I hate it. You can't even wear certain baseball caps and stuff like that. Y'all let me know about that in the comments. They also have a huge problem with crime. They have a big homeless population out there, and all of this is taking place in LA where USC is. So I'm sure that these students have been targeted a lot by, you know, people, whether it's breaking in, whether it's robbing them, assaulting them. I'm pretty sure that they see it. You might not hear about it, but I'm pretty sure it happens. Anyway, Xavier Surf is breaking into the car. I believe it's a 2010 Benz. Gallegos is armed with a knife. He goes out there with 2 other guys. I think the other guy had like a wooden stick, all right, probably a tree branch or something like that. Ends up getting into it with Surf. All right, Surf says that he has a firearm. He makes a motion like he's gonna go pull it, and at that time, Gallegos responds by puncturing him with what he was armed with, about 4 times in total. All right, and Surf succumbed to his wounds on the scene, I believe. All right, but I just wanted to say he won a big FAFO award right here. All right, you're going to go to a place, you're going to start breaking into cars, robbing it. All right, people come out, instead of you just leave, you're going to sit there and, you know, say that you have a gun when you don't. And what do you think happens? You know, you make a gesture going for it. What do you think is going to happen? You know, but of course, people on the internet, including his mother, are coming out saying that why was he stabbed? Why didn't they hold him? You know, the ridiculous stuff that you hear that people give for not being tough on crime. Look at the state of LA right now. And I know LA is not a state. I'm saying look at the state that it's in. All right. You got people, rich people's homes getting broken into constantly in LA. All right. You got people in Beverly Hills afraid to leave their big gated communities.
CNBC's Seema Modi is in Beverly Hills, where people who can afford it say they're paying big bucks for better security.
Newscomb has the criminals running the place. Okay, and then if you do something to try to defend yourself from these crimes and stuff, you're the one that's going to be arrested and have to go through the process. As of now, USC student will not face charges for deadly stabbing on Greek Row. And shout out to him. I'm glad that, you know, he's able that he's not going to see any time for this. Okay, because this guy asked to die. Okay, all these people and people saying he has mental health issues. Well, he shouldn't have been doing what he was doing. Like, nobody knows that people have mental health issues just off of an interaction necessarily. You know what I'm saying? And if he's breaking into cars, you know how it goes. Somebody probably caught him and then he want to get up and stand up in their face. I believe that, you know, maybe the three guys came up to him. He got aggressive after he got out of the car, got aggressive, says that he has the firearm on him, reaches for it, and that's what happens. Like, you know, but let's get to some of the story. Gallegos was held on a $2 million bond for 3 days, and just imagine how traumatized this kid is. This kid's 19, okay? Had to off somebody like that where it was a stabbing, so it was pretty up close and personal, you know. I hope that he's able to, you know, get that image out of that man out of his head, because I'm pretty sure that that man's face is going to be, especially with all the news stories and stuff, it's going to be plastered in his brain. But I guess the ultimate state of California would rather them just stay inside, maybe not even call the police, because the police aren't going to come, or they're going to take extremely long, especially in LA. All right, so what should they have done? And we'll get to what the mom had to say, because she just was saying a whole bunch of stupidness. After careful consideration and a thorough review of all available evidence, we have decided not to pursue charges against USC student Ivan Gallegos. Meanwhile, Surf's uncle, Detorian Jones, said his family is disappointed in the DA's decision, arguing that Surf wasn't actually a threat since he was not armed. Bro, what are you talking about? In the heat of the moment, somebody says they have a gun. A rational person is not going to try to find out. A rational person is going to say, hey, either de-escalate, if it moves to eliminate the threat, if that doesn't work, you know, but what do you, like, if he said he had it, aren't we supposed to take him at his value? We don't know that he has all his issues. And if the family is so supportive, you know, the mom's in Texas and he's in California, like, and he's homeless. So where's all this family that is now upset about it? They weren't upset when he was doing dumb shit. And if he was doing this on that night, I guarantee you he's done other dumb shit. Like, come on, it's not the one time where he got caught and got offed. Be real. Now, I know that this woman just lost her son, all right? And condolences to her and her family. Okay, but to get up on TV and to act like, you know, he's the victim, you know, like if they went searching and hunting out for him, they had their weapons, they already made up their minds to kill him, I don't think that that's where it went. These guys are college students, all right? I don't think that they're going out intentionally to just delete people. I don't think that that's the way that they're getting down. If your life is in imminent danger, you're going to do whatever it is so that you survive. You know what I'm saying? And that's where your boy messed up. If he would have just grabbed his stuff, grabbed his bag or whatever he came there with and just bounced, I don't think any of this happens. But let's check it out.
You took a life. You took my son. You took my son. You took my baby. You took my baby.
Eva Jones says she has so many questions about the night her son was killed. Police described 27-year-old Xavier Surf as a transient who was breaking into a car.
Transient. That means he's homeless. All right, he's just that's what it means. All right, that's a nice way to say it. Probably because it's a black guy.
Car when 19-year-old Ivan Gallegos, armed with a knife, approached him with two others.
Y'all mean to tell me y'all couldn't call the campus security or hold him down without hurting him?
Yo, man, she one of them people that even when her son get arrested, she want the cops to put his hands nicely in front of him and to put a blanket over his shoulders and to give him some coffee or a cold soda if it's in the summertime. What do you think this is, yo? This is the real world that we're in. And I know he did not have he was not armed, okay? But he said that he was and motioned that he was. And even the DA's office said that that's enough for Ivan Gallegos to think that his life and others were in imminent danger. Like, it's enough. So they could have held him down. They could have put a pillow under his head and put a blanket in and read him a story while they waited for the cops. Like, get the fuck out of here.
It's 3 y'all against 1. And one had a pole and one had a knife.
Look at her. Look at her. Like, she's a clown too. Piercing hair. He probably got the mental issues from her.
So I feel like your intentions was to already come out there and do what y'all did.
Yima, who lives in Texas, told NBC4 her son is a father and a brother and moved to LA in February from Texas. She says he spent time at a hospital in San Pedro getting mental health help in the days before he was killed. She doesn't believe her son was homeless and says if he was breaking into cars, it still shouldn't have led to his death.
I agree with that. And if he would have just left when they initially encountered him, he's still alive today. Instead, he decides to say he's armed and motion for it. That's what caused it. Because Gallegos actually, when he motions for his hips, for his waist, he did it with both hands. And Gallegos took one hand and held both his hands, and then he punctured him in the chest. All right, that's how it initially happened. So if he doesn't do that, Gallegos doesn't react.
It's 3 of you. Y'all could have held him down, whatever the case may have been. Y'all could have held him down.
And then, mind you, remember, her son's 28. These are 19-year-olds, and who knows? I only know Gallegos' age, okay? He's 19, okay? This is a 28-year-old. I don't know. I haven't seen them next to each other to know was he towering over, but, I mean, if we don't go off statistics, all right, Gallegos looks Hispanic and sounds Hispanic with his name. And the guy, the Xavier, is black. He could have been bigger. I'm just going off of averages. Average, a black guy might be a little bit bigger than a Hispanic guy in terms of height.
It's one of him. But to stab him not once, but multiple times.
Police say Surf had locked himself into a car. When Gallegos and 2 others told him to get out, Surf said the car was calling to him. When Surf finally got out of the vehicle, police say he claimed to have a gun and reached for his waist. That's when Gallegos stabbed him.
He was horrible. And y'all found nothing on him. Absolutely nothing.
It doesn't matter, yo. Like, that's just the real world, and it happens that fast. It's that fast. All right? What I think that he should have done is, first, don't be breaking into cars at all. Don't be committing crimes at all. But do not, once it could have been de-escalated, you know what I'm saying? He could have just taken the L and walked away. They might not have even called the cops, but he won a FA, so he FO'd. I appreciate you going this long in the video with me. And to help get this video out to even more people, it would help tremendously. If you like the video, drop a comment, join in on the conversation, maybe even share it, subscribe to the channel, all that good stuff. What do you think about this whole scenario? Was Gallegos and those other 2 assailants in the wrong for going after Xavier Surf like that, hunting him down, knowing that when they left their front porch, that they were going down there with nothing short of ending this man's life? Okay, he clearly, look at him right there. He just all smug, just reminds me of Kyle Rittenhouse a little bit. You know what I'm saying? This is just another act of blatant racism. Okay, they wanted to go out and end this black man's life. We need to have people marching and looting and rioting in the street. Say his name, Xavier Surf. Say it again, because he should still be here with us right now. Or do you think this guy is an idiot? All right, this dude is breaking into cars, damn near 30 years old, man. What are you doing with your life? You're damn near 30 years old. You got a kid and all that. You're homeless or a transient. All right, Then you're going and breaking into the college kids' cars. Obviously, we know that the college kids are going to be targeted a lot more because they're right there. The campus is right there. They drive their nice cars. He went to go steal stuff and ran into the wrong guy. You know what I'm saying? This wasn't his first time, and I really can't feel bad for people like that. When you FA, you're gonna FO because that's just the laws of the universe. Okay, this guy did not deserve to even get those 3 days in jail that he had to serve. But it's good that the laws and courts in California actually got it right for once, where the actual victim, that has to now defend his stuff, is not the one going to jail. And this guy, like I said, he says he has a firearm or a weapon. He motions towards it. What do you think is going to happen? Either way, whatever y'all think, let me know in the comments below. Without anything else, let me get to my final video. I'm not going to be playing the sound because she plays a bunch of songs, but look at this. I've never seen this done before. I don't know if any dudes would never even try this, but I've never seen this done before. Shout out to you, mommy. Y'all be easy and stay wavy.